have always used the library to access information, ranging from educational purposes to entertainment. The library was always packed, people filling the chairs, reading different books, and socializing with each other. However, as technology evolved, more and more people stopped utilizing the library's resources and relied on the internet instead. In 1974 and 1975, the first computers for personal use were introduced to the public. The Mark 8 Altair and IBM 5100 computers were introduced and were made available for public use. The development of the Internet can be followed back to 1958 when the Advanced Research Project Agency, or the ARPA, was established in order to develop new technologies for the U.S. military. As computers became smaller and smaller for personal use throughout the 1900s, the first online networks were implemented. In October of 1969, the very first Advanced Research Project Agency network was able to host a connection between the University of California and the Stanford Research Institute. This connection became the cornerstone for what came to be known as the Internet. Numerous devices today use the Internet for different purposes, including entertainment, research, and educational purposes. For instance, the Google search engine was registered on September 15, 1997. Later, Google formally established in the following year, September 4, 1998, specialized in creating new Internet-related services and products. Today, the Internet is accessed through numerous devices including tablets, laptops, mobile phones, gaming devices, and more. The usage of the Internet today is seamless, and people treat it as a natural process of life. Worldwide, Asia currently utilizes the Internet the most with 44.8% of the world's Internet users, followed by Europe at 21.5%. The positive effects of the Internet include search engines that provide the best information retrieval systems. Communications among people has been better than ever thanks to the Internet and instant messaging. The Internet also allows people to learn all new sorts of ideas and topics they had never seen before. Although there are many positives, there are many negatives as well. On the Internet, there can be many illegal or inappropriate material that should not be seen by younger children. There can be illegal music and dangerous viruses that can be found on the Internet as well.
When I was your age, I accessed information at the library, from books. A bunch of my friends, we were all talking about our encyclopedia set, which always was on the shelf. And now I immediately go to Google, which probably is not a good thing because Google knows how much I love science now. Because anytime I go to search anything, it always comes up with some science site. But yes, I definitely use the Internet a lot more than the library now. I remember when I first started teaching, when I started teaching at Northport, I was like one of the first teachers that did some projects on it was the Apple IIe, and I remember playing like an ecosystem game with my 7th grade class at the time, and then as time went on, I had the kids using the iMovie and making podcasts, and now I'm always going for science videos on YouTube, little blurbs that I can show, Howard Hughes Institute of Medicine, so it's changed. I can tell you from personal experience that especially even email, you would have to get on, it would take forever, and I don't know if you've seen like old movies where you go to get on your email and it's like it took forever to load. So to go to your email was really a half-hour experience. So it's very different now. Over time, it's gotten a little better. So I think both positive and negative. I think positive because it has allowed people to communicate all over the world. It allows families, even soldiers who are at war, they can communicate with their families on a regular basis. And it allows classrooms to contact classrooms around the world and access to so much important information. But at the same time, you hear about some of the horrible things that people do using the Internet. and the bullying that can go on, and all of our personal information that gets out there and people don't even realize it. So I think it depends on the student. Having taught your class, the AP Environmental, I really think that a lot of you use the internet wisely to look up and access information for your classes, not necessarily using it as a waste, a tool just to waste time. Some other students, sometimes I think they get caught up in looking for other things as opposed to what they're supposed to be doing for their classes or projects. So I think it really depends on the person.
In society today, more and more people are using the internet for reading, doing homework, and entertainment. Most people would rather stay at home rather than taking a drive to the library and looking up the information that is needed. People are more willing to buy tablets and e-readers instead of reading a book in the library. Many book lovers would rather go on Amazon.com and buy books rather than borrowing the book from a library.
So pretty much, I use the internet a lot. So instead of studying, I'll just be on Facebook or playing games and talking to my friends. Well, you could watch videos, play games, talk to your friends, like I said before. So it's pretty much just all distractions from doing work in school. Adults may use it for work or like banking and stuff, like my dad does. And while like children or teenagers like us, we play games. We sometimes do it for homework, but just like Facebook and social networking. I use the internet like every day for hours and hours, and I rely on it to do work, obviously, but also to just talk to people and just be distracted from work. It's a negative effect and a positive effect. Cause it's like negative because now you're not getting like the environment of the library. It's like a calm, quiet environment to do work. But then it's also a good because then you don't have to waste time to go to the library to do work and stuff. So you're more constrained to your house, which could also be a negative way too.
Social media has become a huge phenomenon in society today with not only adolescents but with adults as well. Websites that are being used are at Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and more. These websites help many people communicate with family and friends as well as others from around the world. The age group that mostly utilizes social media is the 18 through 29 age group with a percentage of 89% of all people. Following the 18 through 29-year-olds is the 30 through 49 age group with a percentage of 78% of all people. The percent of all the people that use social media is 72%. Many dangerous people may take advantage of the fact that most of the social media users are very young in age.
Well, I think social media makes it easier for you to communicate with other people. Like, it's much quicker. Well, it brings society together because, like, you know about topics more and people are able to comment it together. I use, like, Twitter, like, a lot more than I should. And Facebook, I don't use that much, but, like, I still use a lot of social media every day. It helps us like lose focus, but I think we still do need it. Negatively, because well, now people have to communicate through like a phone or a computer, like don't like know how to communicate verbally with each other as well. In person, because it's a good communication skill to know how to just talk to people about your feelings, and you shouldn't let other people know about your personal business online. With social media, like other people are able to attack each other easily online. Like it's like 50 people meeting up on one person.
There has been many changes from past generations to the new generations now. In the past, lots of people went to the library to look up the information that they were looking for. Now, people just search the information they need on the internet, even if it is incorrect. How does the internet and different forms of social media affect society? How are individual users affected by these forms of technology today? It's technology. There is positive communication. Video from all over 24/7. There also are negatives. Too much interaction and information. Too instant. Kids could be using the wrong information for school or websites, bad or inappropriate. Bullying is also a large problem caused from increased usage. Rumors can never spread as fast without it. Do adolescents today rely too much on social media and the internet? Would it be beneficial for them to do research things within a library or online? Why? Yes, they do. It is relied upon because it is available, and there should be classes how to use it. What to do and what not to do. Going to the library is more beneficial. It slows down their lives, processing, and opinions instead of using copy and paste. Why has the internet and social media become so popular with both adults and adolescents today? Why do you think this is so? The internet has become so popular for one simple reason: to access information easier. An instant connection of information, short-term and quick. It's a very good system. You get everything right away. Do you think that the internet and social media has positive or negative effects on society today? Why? Internet, social media specifically, is very negative for your mental health. Bad things that are seen and said on these websites can make people uncomfortable or possibly depressed. Negative comments can ruin a person's confidence. A person could begin harming themselves, and in extreme cases of cyberbullying could commit suicide. Besides searching for information, social media is a common phenomenon on the internet that is used by many age groups and utilized by many people to help them interact. Compared to the past, more people would prefer to use the internet than using a book or going to a library.